We all feel pain, right? We all have disappointments in life. We have failed relationships. We have unfulfilled expectations. But stop honeymooning your pain. Let's get into it. Hi, and welcome back. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Claire Atyeo. For those that are returning, thank you, thank you, thank you. This week, I want to discuss healing. I have seen an increase in advertisements. I've had people reach out to me because they have been in therapy continuously. And therapy is really, really good. But when you're in therapy for a prolonged amount of time, then you need to be questioning is this actually working for me? Now, obviously, if you've got really, really heavy trauma, then that's completely a different story. But if you're looking at kind of life traumas, dysfunctional families, broken relationships, difficulties in work, stress, anxiety, the what I call the day-to-day, is it painful? Yes, it is. Does it need to be taken out of context and you be healing from it for years? Absolutely not. And I love the phrase, don't go on honeymoon with it. And that comes from my spiritual guru. And it's very, very true. We can get a little bit overindulgent with the woe me. And I don't mean that in any way disrespectful to anybody's pain, because when you're feeling the pain, it hurts. It absolutely hurts. But once the moment is past and you're still feeling it, you have to take responsibility and accountability that it's you that's allowing your mind to keep doing that. And it's you that's holding on to the energy of pain. And a lot of therapies that we actually do, apart from cognitive therapy, apart from talking therapy, is to shift those energies. Because when you can actually dispel those energies out of your body, the mental chitter chatter that keeps you stuck tends to dissipate in a much bigger way. And so I wanted to go on here and I wanted to discuss that because it's really important. Therapy has a big place within the healing modalities. I'm not going to deny that. But you need to be looking at the amount of time, because the adverts I'm seeing, they say, oh, I've been in therapy for 2 years. Oh, I've been in therapy for 3 years. And I'm kind of thinking, and these are young people. And I'm sat there and I'm thinking, okay, because for me, it screams codependency. And I've had this conversation with a couple of my clients where they felt that they needed that support. And that's absolutely fine if it's support. If it's having somebody, because your circle of friends is quite small, it's having somebody that you feel that you can trust to discuss things with, that there's nothing wrong with that. But on a mental level, on a mindful level, you need to be being honest about what's going on there. Because the last thing any therapist wants to do, or any credible therapist, I should say, wants to do, is to create even greater codependency. The whole point of having therapy, the whole point of having healing, is to give you some tools, to give you a boost, and then to give you the tools so that you can go on and do a lot of the work yourself. You take responsibility for your healing journey, and then you learn to have the discernment of like, can I handle this on my own? Yes, no. Who's going to be best to help me with this? Let's go and choose. Now, somebody that can help you with it, it may be a dear friend that you completely trust. Other things you think, no, I need to go and get some professional help. This is where the discernment is. This is where it's not coming from a place of hopelessness. It's not coming from a place of helplessness. It's coming from a place of I'm taking charge of my healing journey. I'm taking charge of the way that I'm going to show up in this world. I'm taking charge of my life. And that still hurts, but I can let that go with the tools that I have. That still hurts. Need to go and learn some tools. That really hurts, and it's very deep and it's deeply rooted, and I'm going to need to get some help with that. And I always think of it as a garden. We can all go out into our gardens and we can do the weeding and we can do the tidying and we can do the cleaning and we can mow the lawns and we can trim back the hedges, but we're not tree surgeons and we're not excavators, we're not architects, we're not agricultural architects. We cannot make that garden beautiful. No, that's a lie. I'm taking that back. We can make that garden beautiful, but it helps to have somebody who's been there and done it and wore that t-shirt, as it were, to go, okay, that'd be really good there, and that'd be really good there, and that'd grow really well there, and that does phenomenally there. Do you see what I'm saying? So there are times when we do need to reach out and have that help. There are times when it's beneficial for us. It speeds our journey up to go and get that help, to go on retreats, to have people take a look at our life and go, okay, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? That's where coaching comes in. There are lots of incidences where we need help, but there are also lots and lots of incidences where we can be helping ourselves. And one of those incidences is not allowing yourself to go on honeymoon with your pain. If it pops into your mind, take a breath, take it into the heart, and go, okay, why have you come back? Now, a lot of the time it will be habit, and you go, no, I'm not doing that anymore. That's in the past. I'm going to live today. I don't need to keep playing that old record. It's in the past. Other times you will breathe into your heart and go, okay, why is it here? Oh, okay, I need to look at that. I need to look at that aspect. I need to take responsibility for how I never showed up for myself, which allowed that situation to occur. And those are what we call the gems. So sometimes we get a nudge from spirit, so our higher self, divine, God, whatever your belief systems are. Sometimes we get a little nudge to revisit an incident in our lives so that we can take the gems. Other times we're going on honeymoon with it. Other times we're being overindulgent. Other times we are allowing a past situation to influence the present and the future. And then you wonder, well, why am I not getting the movement? Why am I not getting the traction? Why am I stuck? Why is my life not changing? Your life's not changing because you've stuck yourself way back there with that given situation with a person that probably doesn't even remember what they said, did, or have absolutely no idea that they did it in the first place. But you keep taking yourself back to that timeline rather than being in the present. You keep allowing yourself to be pulled back there. You keep indulging yourself unhealthily. And I know that sounds really harsh, but there's a lot of nannying going on in society at the moment. And yes, do we need to be loving, caring, nurturing to ourselves and to each other? with compassion, absolutely. But do we need to nanny people? No, we don't. We're not children, we're grown adults. And we need to start taking responsibility and accountability and have the discernment to step into that power. What I always call pull up your big girl pants, big boy pants, just pull them up, you know, get on with it. If you're needing help, ask for the help, but make sure that you're getting the right type of help. Make sure you're getting somebody who's going, right, okay, that's your problem. What result are you actually looking for? What is your end desire? And then together you work out, depending on your circumstances, of course, a time scale, so that you're not going over and over and over the same thing, just dressed up in a different packaging, because that's very often what we do. The mind is supremely clever at redressing. It's like a clothes change, and so we think it's a different story, but it's the same bloody story. Make sure that if you're getting help, that there is a time limit put on that. Fine, okay, if when you're doing that healing, other things get unpacked that need more urgent addressing, then that time scale may move a little bit. But you want a time scale. You want to know that the end game is reachable, is credible. You want to know that because you need to program the mind. You need to tell the mind, right, okay, we're going to do some really heavy duty work because I am not having this anymore. These thoughts, these pains, this energy is not controlling my life. I'm taking back my power. And so stop going on honeymoon with your pain. Make a list of all the things that keep repeating in your head. Take one at a time and ask it why it's here. Are you going on a honeymoon, or is there a gem that needs to be taken from that to move forward? And if it's going on a honeymoon, what do you need to be able to stop that? What do you need to be doing to stop that continual record stuck in a groove that's on repeat? You deserve better. We all deserve better. And I'll leave it at that. If you'd like to work with me, all the links are in the description below. If you have liked this video, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't yet done so, subscribe and share with your friends. Take care until the next time. Bye-bye.